I just don't know what to say. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Phillies Hot Stove Media. Cherry Cap and last night's game between the Phillies and the Arizona Diamondbacks as the Phillies lose 12-3 to the Diamondbacks as they have now lost 3 straight, now lose the series as they're going to have to hope to avoid the broom at 9:40 tonight. Now, guys, before we get into this video, please subscribe if you have not yet. Please engage the bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. I am just disgusted. I am absolutely disgusted with the performance we've seen out of this team the past 3 days. Now, losing 5-0 to the Pirates on Sunday, losing 13-7 on Monday night, and now losing 12-3 on Tuesday night. It's just been an absolute, just disaster, an absolute train wreck. The starting pitching has just been an absolute disaster. Noah Syndergaard wasn't good on Sunday. Ranger Suarez wasn't good 2 nights ago, and Aaron Nola was an absolute disaster last night. As he allows 8 earned, as his ERA now jumps up to 3.43. I mean, he was terrible. And let's see. Let's go back and take a look at some history, right? Every time, this time of year, he just falls apart. He starts to get fatigue, and he's a choker. Aaron Nola is a choker. I hate to say it, but I think we all know it's true. I mean, he's been very disappointing at this time of year, and we're starting to approach now early September. This is the final day of August, and this Phillies team is starting to look very, very tired. I mean, how in the world do you lose to these guys so badly? It's just an absolute joke. And if you want to go take a look at this stat, the Phillies have been outscored by the Diamondbacks 25-3 in the last 14 innings, and they had been out-hit 27-4. Out-hit 27-4. 27-4. I mean, we're not playing the New York Mets, ladies and gentlemen. We're not playing the Los Angeles Dodgers. We're playing a team that was going into the series 8 games below that 500 mark, and we are having this much trouble beating these guys. And it's an absolute joke. And the Padres continue to win. They're now just half a game back behind us. It's just so frustrating when you have such an easy schedule and we have not been able to take advantage the past couple days. Now, of course, we did win 6 straight against the Reds and Pirates, right? Of course, we did lose that final game of the Pirates series, but it wasn't the end of the world. But, I mean, I am so tired of going out to Arizona and losing. I'm sick of it. I am just so sick and tired of it. We overcame, at least I think we overcame the Marlins curse of losing to them so frequently, but it seems like there has been a new curse that has taken its place, and it's the curse of playing at Chase Field in Arizona. We have just been failing miserably, so we lose another series, and we're going to have to limp out of there, hopefully, and avoid the sweep. Hopefully. And then we go to a place, San Francisco place we did not play very well, against former manager Gabe Kapler. So I'm not really feeling too good about this team. I'm not. I don't think anybody is either. As we make 2 errors last night, of course, Garrett Stubbs gets to start behind home plate last night, and he also makes an error on a throw. And then Alec Bowman, his 12th error of the season, also with an error throw. Say whatever you want about Bowman, he's definitely become a better defender, but he certainly has a long way to come as well. So in his defense recently hasn't been the best. I could tell you that. You can't deny it. As we pick up the scoring summary here in the bottom of the 2nd inning, Corbin Carroll singles on a ground ball to right field. Christian Walker crosses the plate as it's now 1-0 Arizona. So it didn't take him very long. The bottom of the 1st inning, Aaron Nola was able to allow Josh Rojas to reach first, but luckily he was able to get out of that. But unfortunately, there in the bottom of the 2nd inning, the rookie does it to the Phils again. So I hate to see this, man. I just really hate to see this. Let me pick it up here in the same inning. Alec Thomas doubles on a sharp line drive to left field. Corbin Carroll crosses the plate. Thomas's 15th double of the season. As it's now 2-0 Diamondbacks. I'm just so tired of seeing these guys beat up on us. I'm just so tired of watching it. It's just unwatchable baseball. Everybody's frustrated. Jack Fritz is frustrated. Hunter Brody's frustrated. All the friends of pods. I mean, they are just so frustrated. Even Jack Fritz, a guy that, still has a tendency to be optimistic. He's even just like, he just doesn't know what to say. I don't know what to say either. This is such a bad display of baseball. It just really is. So Thomas with his 15th double of the season puts the Diamondbacks on top 2-0. Now we pick it up here in the same inning. Gerardo Pornamo runs in front of the plate, and it goes towards, first base, and Rhys Hoskins does not pick it up cleanly. I mean, it's just how many times this team is just so sloppy. As Alec Thomas comes around to score, as everybody is safe. I mean, Rhys Hoskins, clean up these mistakes. How could he be a professional first base, make this many mistakes this frequently? It's very concerning to me. It's very concerning to me how bad his defense has been. It's been terrible. It has been absolutely terrible. and how bad this Phillies team has played defensively. Very sloppy. We pick it up here in the same inning. Jake McCarthy triples on a line drive to right field. Carson Kelly and Gerardo Perdomo come around to score. And it's now 5-0 Arizona. You see it right there. I mean, the fact that, yes, it went down as a sacrifice bunt, and, even though it was misplayed by Rhys Hoskins, of course, everybody was safe. That play should have still been made. I'm sorry. And it could have changed the whole mentality inning. And you see right there, I mean, they make us pay for that. And that was McCarthy's second triple of the season. And then we pick it up here in the bottom of 4th inning. He does it again as Jake McCarthy homers on a fly ball to right field. A 3-run shot. That also scores Kelly and Rojas. And it's now 8-0 Arizona. So shame on you, Aaron Nola. Shame on you. We needed the win last night in Arizona. We really need him to step up. We really need him to, pitch us a good game after just such an abysmal performance by our pitching staff the night before. And he doesn't get the job done. So shame on Aaron Nola for not getting the job done once again. Just very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. It wasn't even a big game. You called it a big game. It wasn't even a big game. I mean, come on. It's against the bottom feeder Arizona Diamondbacks, okay? I'm sorry. It's true. As Rick Metallico said in the past, you have to beat the bottom feeders. You have to beat the bottom feeders. You know what I mean? You have to beat the bottom feeders. So we pick it up here in the bottom of 5th inning. Gerardo Perdomo hits a sacrifice fly to center as Alec Thomas crosses the plate. As it's now 9-0 Arizona. So you tack on another one. I mean, you just were laughing. You just were sitting there laughing. It just was just unbelievable. Then we pick it up here in the top of the 8th inning. He gets his first round tripper in a Phillies uniform as Brandon Marsh homers on a fly ball to right field. His 9th of the season overall, a 3-run shot. He also scores Garrett Stubbs and Matt Feeling, and it's now a 9-3 ball game. So the Phillies finally get on the board. Brandon Marsh thankfully breaks up the shutout. Really would have been embarrassing. We lost 12-0 last night. It was nice to see Brandon Marsh get his first one out of the way. It definitely took him a little bit of a while, right? Almost a month. But he's finally able to do it. That ball was not a cheapie, right? That ball was absolutely destroyed. So 9-3 ball game. We pick it up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Corbin Carroll doubles on a sharp fly ball to center field. Christian Walker and Darnell Varsho come around to score. It's now 11-3 Arizona. We pick it up here in the same inning. Alec Thomas singles on a ground ball to center field. Corbin Carroll crosses the plate, and it's now a 12-3 Diamondbacks lead. So they now tack on another one. It was just brutal. I mean, brutal is the word. Brutal. So that would be your final. Mercy. Thankfully, the game ended. The Phillies now have dropped 2 straight to Arizona. Now dropped 3 straight overall. So this is just an embarrassment. As we could take a look at Kyle Schwarber out of the leadoff spot. His performance last night, of course, as he goes down and strikes 2 times. And Rhys Hoskins also going hitless, making that mental mistake over at first base. I mean, it probably should have been an error. Totally misplaced it. I mean, it's not a surprise anymore. We all know this guy isn't a good defender. We all know it. Why should we expect anything different? He also was able to jolly walk. I'm just so down on him. And Alec Boehm, his performance last night as well, is also making that error, his 12th of the season on that errant throw. And Bryce Harper out of the cleanup spot. I don't like Bryce Harper as much out of the 4-hole. I don't. I like him much better hitting out of the 3-hole. He also went down on strikes last night as well. Bryson Stott, his performance last night. It's not much out of the Vegas boys. And Gene Segura was able to collect a single. So luckily, one of the Phillies' 4 hits. 4 hits last night. 4 hits against these guys. 4 hits. This is just embarrassing. And Garrett Stubbs, also his performance last night as well, was able to draw a walk, but he also makes a throwing error behind the plate. As that would be his 3rd error of the season. And Matt Feeling gets to start out in right field and collects a knock. Of course, Nick Castellanos day-to-day with dealing with toe turf. So Nick Castellanos is not 100% right now. He's been out of line the past 2 days dealing with toe turf. And we all know that is very, very painful. Brandon Marsh, 2 hits last night. Of course, one of them being the 3-run home run to right field. By far your Phillies hot stove media Phillies player of the game. So 230 average now for Brandon Marsh to go along with a 640 OPS, which is certainly very disappointing. 42 RBIs was certainly not bad for a guy that, has had, 335 at-bats. 42 ribbies, not too bad. But hopefully, maybe this can get him going a little bit. As you go take a look at Aaron Nola's disastrous, just horrible start. 4 innings, 10 hits, 8 runs, all 8 were earned. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 5. Well, the reason why he didn't walk anybody is because his stuff was catching way too much of the strike zone, right? It just was sitting right in the middle of the strike zone. And clearly, when you give up 8 earned, something's going to be wrong. Now, as I said, I am going to go to his defense just a tad. I really do blame him for this loss last night to go along with the offensive performance, which was also a train wreck as well. But Rhys Hoskins misplaying that bunt. You know, it certainly could have changed the mentality of his start. I mean, 100%. And I feel like not enough blame went on that play. I mean, that was just, he's so sloppy. He really is just so sloppy. So that could have changed the whole mentality. So Aaron Nola, 10 hits last night. He just, you know, he looked like the 2021 Aaron Nola. He looked like the 2019 Aaron Nola. He didn't look good. His stuff was just catching way too much of the plate. So he 3-4, 3 ERA, gets smacked with a loss, deservingly so. He deserved it. 9-11 now in the year. He deserved to get smacked with a loss here. He was terrible. He was absolutely terrible. And he really set the tone. He really set the tone. So just breaking ball, just hanging over the middle part of the plate. You know, his changeup looked dead last night. It just had no life to it at all. So it's just the same old story as we've seen, you know, in recent past. Sam Coonrod, an inning last night, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. And Connor Brogdon, an inning, 1 hit, and 1 strikeout, a 2.81 ERA for Brogdon. And David Robertson with a pretty solid out of the 7th inning. As he does allow a knock, but he was able to get out of it. And Nick Bates on an inning, 4 hits, 3 runs, all 3 were earned. As his ERA is now 27 on the year. It's not funny. It's really not funny. You can think like, oh my gosh, Nick Bates on the mat. It's not even funny. It's not something you could even laugh about. As Jack Fritz even said on Twitter, it's just not. It's a very, you know, unfortunate situation. The same way, we only walked 1 hitter last night. 1. I mean, we allowed 12 runs when we walked 1. You know why? Because our stuff is just catching way too much of the plate. So it just got so bad. We had to put a position player out against the Diamondbacks. Who was it against? Who? Wait, who is it again? Hold on, I want to hear it. The Diamondbacks. Wait, what's that right? The Diamondbacks. We had a team that was in the basement last year, and the 6 games under 500, and then there were 8 games under 500 coming in. So, I mean, this is just embarrassing. I mean, the fact that you're allowing these guys to beat up on you like this, and I think we're going to get swept. I can just feel it in the air. It's an opener tonight. We will be swept out of Arizona for 2 straight years. That is my prediction. We are not going to win tonight. I get a sense it in the air, and honestly, I wasn't really too confident about last night. I said Aaron Nola, anytime we need to bank on him for a win, anytime we really need to rely on him, he absolutely chokes. Aaron Nola is a professional choker, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to say it because I really like the guy, but he's proven that. And he can't pitch late in the year. He just can't. He runs out of stamina. He runs out of juice. He really does. And I understand it's not easy. It's not easy, but he just lets you down, man. He really lets you down, and it's just so frustrating. It really is just so frustrating. So, Aaron Nola, shame on you. Billy Falter will get the start tonight, 2-3 with a 4.41 ERA, going against Henry, 3-2 with a 3.25 ERA. Of course, this was supposed to be Zach Wheeler's start, but for obvious reasons, you know, he is on the IL. So I'm just beyond frustrated. I just really don't know what to say. It's so hard to figure out this baseball team. 72-58. I mean, there's still 14 games over that 500 mark, which is still, you know, sitting on a good spot. But so you have to take advantage. You have to take advantage. You're playing the teams that don't have the best records. You have to make sure you take advantage. Now, granted, I mean, the Arizona Diamondbacks, as much as I keep saying, I mean, they're a really bad team. I mean, we all know it. I mean, honestly, I think they're playing better than they should be. But this isn't what we're playing the Nationals. This isn't the Reds or even the Pirates. Of course, this is a slightly better team than these guys. I mean, that's one thing you have to say. But to be losing like this, that's a problem. I mean, that is a problem, and it's just unacceptable. It cannot be excused. So that is pretty much it. So, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't not yet. Please turn engage bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section at Phillies Hot Stove Media, Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at Hot Stove Media. Car text 267-225-3392. Email me phillieshotstovmedia@gmail.com. So 9:40 the first pitch tonight. Falter Henry. I'm Luke, and now talk to you. Let's go, Phils. I mean, this is just a joke. I'll see you guys.